I won't play Eve. I already know better. Like I know I can. There's no chance I'll play Eve. This was in high sec, and everyone's trying to figure out like what's happening. Yeah, like you said you played EverQuest 1? Yeah, yeah. I played a ton of EverQuest 1. 4 years of EverQuest 1, like pretty much 24/7. And I played like I played so much. Damn, this is really crazy. Like I wouldn't be able to have a semblance of a life. It sounds like kind of crazy, but I'm actually like one of like the biggest problems that I have is like I can get so addicted into things that I can well gaming. Like I'm not like bad with like drugs or like alcohol or things like that, but I will like literally get so deep into something that I just get consumed by it. I play EQ when I was on TLP servers. Oh yeah, I played on Agnar, so I was a big TLP guy also. So like if I play Eve, it's just there's literally no meme. I will actually quit my job and stop streaming. I'm not joking at all. Not like it might sound funny. I will stop streaming. I will quit my job. I'll only play Eve, and like that's like the life that I would like want to live. Like that's why you can't really stream Eve, but I would have no interest in streaming Eve. I like I don't want to like. Oh, dude, this sounds like so fucked up, but this is just how it is, right? Like I'm here because like I'm running a show and like I'm deliberately being entertaining and I'm putting a lot of effort into making this show. If I play Eve, I don't even give a fuck about you guys. Like I'm just gonna play the game and I'm not gonna stream. I'm not gonna do anything for you. I'm literally just gonna play the game. It's a complete like utter addiction. That's why I can't do it. I'm actually like I'm actually going to I actually can't play it. If I play it, it's like alcohol. I'm gone. I just wouldn't want to put in the effort. I'm sure there are. Well, I'm a jump freighter pilot on Eve. Retire early and become a gaming goblin. Another one is gamer news. Let me check this one out. Yeah, if you guys have any news subreddits for like what we do, let me know. This is pretty good. Thank you. I'll jump on this one. Why? I don't know. Why do people like drinking? Why do people like smoking? Why do people like methamphetamines? Oh, you mean that what's so captivating about Eve? Oh, dude. Eve is like, imagine a world where like real life is pretty cool, I guess. Like there's like girls and like money and success and stuff like that. But it's also like really hard to be a human being. And like I have to like struggle and I have to like have a life and I have to like pay bills and shit. And like all of that, it takes a secondary it takes a back seat to like I can be a space pilot and fly through a universe. The everything about Eve makes it the best, one of the best games ever made. The progression is real. All of the consequences are super real. Losing something actually means you lose something. The politics are super real. They matter, right? There's one server where the whole story happens, and everything about Eve is just better than real life. It's just a better version of real life. It's hard to describe. Like what's so captivating about it is there's just there's so much you can do. I could become a gaming goblin. I don't know how to describe to you like you know that sense of like when you go to war and you hear about people that go to war and they say it's not about the actual war, or you like there's all these soldiers that all they want to do is they want to go back to war, right? And they talk about it. And then you ask them why, and they say it's not because of the war itself or like the adrenaline, it's because of the people beside you. And that is like how Eve feels. Eve feels like you are super polarized. Like, to this day, I legitimately hate Goonswarm. I hate everybody in it because I was Pandemic Legion. So I hate everybody in Goonswarm because, like, the camaraderie between my team was so strong that it's hard to describe. Like, I feel like I feel like you're part of a tribe. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm not doing a good job. Eva's amazing. And I was that bad with EverQuest 1, but I was young enough for it to not matter. In EverQuest 1, like, Fires of Heaven, I know all of those guys. So, like, one of the things that happened with Fires of Heaven, I'll tell you guys a story about EverQuest, like, real quick. Like, EverQuest, years later, like 10 to 15 years later, I met a dude that was also working in esports who was, like, in Fires of Heaven with me. Just by chance, I met this guy. We're instantaneously best friends. It's actually insane. Like, because, like, that dude and I have, like, been through... It's so hard to describe. Yuckers, thanks for the tier 1, dude. A fellow EQ player. I just watched your substreams video. Cool, man. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Yuckers. Gotta support my EQ brother. Let's go. Eve is... So, there's a really good video that's called This Is Eve that I'm sure, like, most people have seen. And like, there's a lot of, like, you could go into, like, a deep rabbit hole on, like, Eve videos on YouTube because they're amazing. They're all, like, so amazing. The thing is, like, everybody will always inevitably bring up, oh, like, do the meme video. And it's like, there's the This Is Really Eve video. But, like, the actual video, this is really EVE Online. This is actually how this game plays. Everybody makes fun of it because there's, like, a meme video. But this game is like...
Okay, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to sit 10k off a target, we're going to blap it really quick, and then we're going to warp to the run spot. Does that make sense?
Everything in this video I've been through.
Okay, stand by.
And more.
So, hey guys, here's the deal. They got their Prophecy fleet up, and then Razor also has an Oracle
I will never
fleet,
play Eve,
so
no.
We should have some
I will not play
stuff
Eve.
about to happen.
It's not a decision.
So it's going to be like this. We're going to portal.
You were on Nathaniel Mar with Afterlife? What the fuck? I was also on Nathaniel Mar. And Bristlebane as well. Do you know Melixia? The Necromancer? I'm Melixia. 100%. That's me. This is what I mean. That's like, yeah, I'm Elixia. That was my gamer name before I changed to DevinNash. Here, just Google it. It's the same. I am Elixia. I am the Necromancer on Nathaniel Mar. Very small world. There you go. Yeah, that's crazy. Also, I'm Melixia and Eve as well, the pilot Melixia.
And at the same time, the triage carriers are going to jump. Just the triage carriers are first. Everyone.
Yeah,
clear?
I know, Mim.
Let me see. Oh crap! I think will we be able to take on Guardians?
Yeah, they got 4 Guardians. I don't think we should do this.
we can do this.
Don't worry about that.
Now we're gonna fucking play some fun games.
My heart's racing.
And relax. All wings align. Primary is the Dominics in 5, 4, 3, 2. Decloak, decloak, decloak. Torpedoes on the Dominics. Dominics.
Orbit on me, micro warp drives on. We're moving.
Secondaries, Vipers, and the Omen.
He's in structure. Take him down.
Dude, that revelation out now.
All newts on the ramp.
Run out towards that gun. Jump now.
All damps on the damnation. All damps on the damnation. Scepters, stay here and tackle prophecies. This is where we fight.
All right.
All of the comms in this game are like
ship is worth
100% real.
Me. There's one guy chasing me through like 5 different systems. I need to get the fuck out of this system.
I know Forsaken Realm very well. I was in Forsaken Realm for a while.
66 million ISK.
I raided with them in Velius.
But for me, it's huge.
How long does it take to get to this point in Eve? It takes less than a day. You literally join Pandemic Horde, and you're in nullsec experiencing this in fleets in 1 day. Yours is wrong. This guy doesn't play Eve. You can literally join Pandemic Horde in a day. They will ship you up to nullsec and you'll be in this.
22, pretty nice. Gonna produce 4 of them, 2 days, 19 hours, 11 minutes, 44 seconds.
It's the most happy I've ever seen you. It's the most happy I've ever been in my life is playing Eve, yeah.
51 out of 56 grid. Okay, good. And we've got 5 modules to fit in here. The ship speed is actually pretty good. It can hit 4K a second. We're gonna hurt that now by adding on some armor buffer.
Up, success.
Yeah.
The market system
Thanks, dude.
is insane too.
Soccer's so much fun.
Oh yeah, such fun. It's almost done now. Like less than a week.
Oh look.
Whoa.
Okay, got it. Oh,
That is actually king right there.
Archivian silos down, Archivian silos down.
This is insane too.
Portal, primary.
Gate is green, gate is green. Sniper skills to long range, you guys BSC. Timer gets out on end green, come on.
Oh shit, how do I warp to something?
Eve is a game you play if you want to lose. Yeah, you should never play it.
Ah, so will be the secondary. Oh my god, that's exciting!
Let's go! Get those fucking bombs out! Red group fire! Gold group stand by! Come on, boys! Come on!
Imagine, literally imagine making a game for 20 fucking years and never stopping its development until it's at a point where and then, by the way, having the same values that entire 20 years, which the values of okay, there's a cost to doing things. Our video game isn't nice. Our world isn't nice. This is a world where you're gonna get fucked unless you're good. That's Eve. Eve is 20 years of that development. So you can do almost anything that you can imagine in this game. And there's all the other things that I really like too is all of these all of the old videos about Eve, like the Eve cinematic videos. Oh, these are insane. So another thing they do too is the Score News Network. There's so many things they do because it's I think it's called Score News, isn't it? Or Eve News? It's not the Score? What's the news network called? Scope. Yeah, it's Score is esports. There's a live news network that Eve does that you can watch. So this is this is June 7th, right? And they're discussing in-game issues with players, and because it's one server, you can actually get featured in this.
Capsuleers continue to present the main active defense to the Triglavian invasion as the Collective's ships pour into New Eden through so-called conduits, which they have active in at least 3 zones. Triglavians have also started to put more force behind their New Eden scouting expeditions. Despite inflicting considerable damage, the Triglavians had up until now retreated from occupied systems relatively quickly when faced with determined Capsuleer opposition.
This is real news that's happening.
This latest phase of Triglavian operations
in the game
was foreshadowed
and
in
they
this
feature
intercepted
players.
message. Translations suggest this is a second phase of advance or invasion, and the invoking of action liminality indicates changes in their rules of engagement or tactics. So far, no structures are known to have been attacked by the Triglavians, but void structure sampling seems to be their current secondary objective, with securing their foothold in the invaded systems having
So what was so surreal was during the World War, during World War B, the Scope was reporting on news of fights that I was presently in. It was like I was in these fights and I'm watching news happen about myself. These are all players
against Imperium forces.
This is the war that I fought in.
Recently adopted guerrilla tactics in the ongoing struggle for the North. Veil of the Silent, Tribute, Branch, Tanal, and Decline.
And so thousands of players are fighting for these territories as this is going on.
By the Imperium. And fighting is
this
now
game is the most
concentrated
insane
in the
game ever
regions
to
of
exist. It
Fade
really
and
is, in a lot of
Pureblind.
levels.
While most of the Imperium's forces have relocated to the relative safety of low-sec space, rumors persist of large Imperium capital fleets still staged in the contested regions. In other news,
Thank you for
dozens
your
of
service.
Osterhus citadels have already been built all across New Eden, just days after blueprints were made available by Upwell. A number of the larger Fortizar and Keepstar citadels are also known to be under these destroyed structures.
So, like,
Upwell has been criticized for their continued advertisement of citadels.
Will one alliance ever dominate the whole world? Yeah, I mean, we've in Pandemic and Legion, we've dominated the thing since the beginning of the game. The Eve trailers, like there's so many good Eve trailers too that get you into the game and like the lore of the system. Is it Quantum Rise that was like? And these are like.
Wrapping up financial news,
That stuff's
commodity
so
prices
cool.
fell on profit-taking for trading runs, but the manufacturing
Because there's a whole market, right? So there's like different prices that are going on. There's a whole stock market of prices that is bought and sold by players. Prices go up based on demand. Prices go down based on supply. It's all like a huge market that you can play in too. You can never leave a station in EVE if you want. You can never fly a ship. You can just play the markets and become a billionaire.
rallied on economic data showing a sharp increase in orders for Starship components. Meanwhile, an increase in mining yield for the period indicates...
We have a breaking story. This is live footage of the Rathalos border in Solitude, where Imperial Navy warships have just crossed... wait, correction. We have reports now that those ships belong to the Amarian Royal Air Urium Kador, not the Imperial...
Whoa!
They've opened fire.
I don't believe it.
Amarian Air Urium Kador has just launched a personal invasion of Federation space, which just months ago was invaded by... I'm sorry, we're getting more footage now.
Okay, heavy fighting is underway between forces in...
Oh, fuck.
Military experts are calling this a sinusoidal field.
Hundreds, maybe thousands of ships are coming through.
This is a massive Federation counterattack. The Galentians are fighting back with everything they've got.
Look, a Federation Titan has just come through.
There's no escaping them now.
It's such an insane game. I cannot begin to tell you how good this game is. Like, it's so good. Holy shit. Do you think that this game helped you understand the real world market? An enormous amount of my management experience and business experience came from running corporations and guilds in EverQuest and EVE. There's no meme there. If you came to me and you told me that you ran a large corporation in EVE and you also had the skill set I wanted, I would hire you in an instant. The lore just goes on and on. There's so much lore in this game, and because the world is evolving, both because CCP, the developers themselves, are evolving the world, but the players are evolving the world as well, and the players, like the player decisions. Which I guess is what, like, one of the real... if I had to describe anything about EVE, it would be what is so good about EVE is that you feel like you matter. That's what... Like, in World of Warcraft, like, even, like, everyone's, like, going about, like, WoW Classic. Holy shit. Fuck WoW Classic, dude. What difference are you ever going to make in WoW Classic? You're fucking doing the same content that people have ever done before. You're not going to be original. You're not going to be new. Nothing you do matters in WoW Classic. Nothing you do matters at all. It's just a time sink. In EVE, everything you do matters. Every ship that you destroy is destroyed forever. Every base that you destroyed is destroyed forever. All space you control is space you control forever until someone takes it from you. Everything you do in EVE matters and contributes to the wider story. You contribute to actual wars and battles that actually shape the universe itself. And through doing so, like, you define the story of where EVE is going to go. It's what, in my opinion, it's what all of gaming should be.
Walk, little walk, small talk, big thoughts. Gonna tell them all just what I want. That street, 2 streets, I see you and me hanging on the empty swings.